creating your best reality, letting go of negativity for a healthy relationship. That's the topic of our podcast today. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Narita and Viplav show. Today it's just me, Narita, hosting this episode. Viplav isn't joining us today, but don't worry, this is going to be a powerful heart to heart conversation that I hope inspires you to transform your life and relationships. We are diving into something that touches all of us at some point, letting go of the bad habits and negative thought patterns. Why? Because these things don't just hold you back, they can take a toll on your relationships, especially your romantic ones. Whether you are a man or a woman, prioritizing your happiness and emotional well being is a key to building a healthy, loving connection. Okay, so let's break this down step by step. The weight of negativity, number one, it's the most important. See, first things first, bad habits and negative thought patterns are like baggage. You carry it to every interaction. When you bring fear, self-doubt, unresolved issues into a relationship, it's like trying to build a house on quicksand. It's unstable. For example, constantly doubting your partner's intentions or feeling like you're not enough can lead to emotional neediness or clinginess. This creates a dynamic where you're overly dependent on your partner for validation. Ladies, I want to speak to you directly for a moment. If you are relying on your partner to complete you, it's time to step back and ask, why don't I feel complete on my own? Man, this goes for you too. If you feel like you need constant admiration or attention to feel confident, that's a sign to look within. Number two, it's very, very crucial, healing your inner child. Now, let's talk about something deeper, mommy issues, daddy issues, or unresolved pain from past. Everybody has it. These things don't magically disappear. When you enter a relationship, if you're not careful, you might unconsciously seek a parent figure in your partner, which happens the most of times with men and women too, instead of an equal. I would like to explain this for a moment. So what happens is, for example, you will see a lot of times a man or a woman tends to attract that kind of a partner in their life, what they had as what they were craving for as a child, like in a parent. For example, if a man saw his father and his mother not having a very loving relationship and they did not have a very strong emotional connection, he will lack trust. He would feel that emotional connections do not really last long, and you can't really build something like that. It's not possible. So every time there's a woman who will come close to him, he'll get scared and he'll run away because he doesn't want to jinx it. So that's because while growing up, he saw his parents did not have a very strong bonding. So while growing up, that's the thing he learned. Similarly, for women, a lot of times when she craves for a mother's attention or a father's attention, that is something she gets used to, and then she attracts a partner for whom she'll again feel the same craving for attention, and she'll be craving for his attention. She will not be comfortable with a partner who showers her with all the attention and all the love. That will not happen to her because subconsciously she is continuously creating the same neurological links that she's created as a child, that she wants that validation and the attention and the attraction, right? So as a child she always craved for example, mother's attention, father's attention, you know what I mean. And same with the men also. So either the man will get avoidant in relationships or overly clingy. So these things needs to heal. Here's the hard truth, okay? Here's the hard truth. It's your responsibility to take the action. No one else can do it for you. Therapy, journaling, meditation, whatever works for you, take the steps. A healed person attracts a healthy relationship. This is very hard, but that's the truth. Number three, emotional independence. Emotional neediness and clinginess often come from a place of fear of losing someone, fear of being alone. That's like a real fear people have, fear of being alone. But here's the secret, true love flourishes when both partners are emotionally independent and come together by choice, not out of necessity. Prioritize your happiness first, spend time doing things you love, build your confidence, chase your dreams, and trust that you're worthy of love and respect. It's only then you will attract that. Okay, when you radiate positivity and self-assurance, you naturally attract people who match that energy. And remember, no one likes being someone else's lifeline. It's draining for both the people. Okay, I hope this was clear. This is something real. Okay, this emotional clinginess that people have. Fourth, you create your reality. This is my favorite part of the today's topic. You create your reality. There are infinite versions of you and your life existing at the same time. The reality you experience depends on what you focus on. If you focus on fears, insecurities, doubts, you live in reality filled with them. But if you focus on strengths, your dreams, and your potential, you'll step into a version of your life that reflects those. It's a choice every single day. You can choose which reality you step into. I'll also give you some affirmations that you can use for transformation. To help you on this journey, here are some affirmations you can repeat every morning. So you can do this anytime, before going to bed, during the day, while walking, anytime. I'm worthy of love, happiness, and respect. I release all negative thoughts and habits that no longer serves me. I am emotionally independent and secure in my own happiness. I'm healing and becoming the best version of myself. I create my own reality and I choose positivity and growth. So you can say this with intention and believe it. Intention and believe, and watch how your life begins to change. Okay? So being strong and positive, it's very, very important. Letting go of negativity and healing yourself is not easy. It's the most empowering thing you can do. What you take control of, your emotions, your thoughts, you become unstoppable. You radiate a strength that inspires others, including your partner. Strong, healthy relationships are built by two whole individuals coming together to uplift each other and not to fix each other. So let go of that what doesn't serve you. Embrace the incredible person you are. Prioritize your happiness. And remember, you're not building a relationship with someone else. You're building a relationship with yourself. Okay? I hope you found this podcast helpful. And that's it for today's episode, my lovely listeners. I hope this inspires you to take change of your life, to take charge of your life and relationships. Remember, the power to create your best reality lies within you. If you enjoyed today's conversation, don't forget to subscribe to the Narita and Viplav show and share this episode with someone who might need to hear this. And as always, stay strong, stay positive, and stay true to yourself. Until next time, take care and keep shining. Bye.